Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Stannard-Rupert. I'm incredibly excited to be admitted to Michigan State University's College of Osteopathic Medicine class of 2022. Getting this letter of acceptance to MSUCOM shows a huge personal triumph over some incredibly difficult years for me. And although it is awesome to be beginning my medical career, this letter is only the first step. What I need from you is to help me cover tuition for my first year of medical school, which starts, by the way, next week. Because I was admitted to medical school so late, I missed the scholarship application cycle, so I have to come up with $44,000 before August. Next year, I do have options to cover scholarships and grants, but I need your help to cover the first year. I know that student loans are an option, but I am actively working to not take any. My goal is to become a surgical gynecologist, repairing obstetric and traumatic fistula in war-torn developing nations. If I get paid at all, it could literally be in peanuts. These are some organizations that I would love to work with, but to help them, I need to not begin my medical career in a mountain of debt. So I apologize now if it sounds like begging, because, well, it is. I know you have so many amazing people. I have amazing people too. But you have so many amazing people and organizations to donate to. So here's why this year you should donate for my medical school tuition. Many of you know that I grew up very poor, like frogs jumping through holes in our floors poor. My parents are ministers, currently working for the Salvation Army. They are very good people, but naturally there's not a lot of money for things like tuition. My first career was in the United States Army. I was in the military for 9 years, and my final mission in the Army ended horrifically. It took me years to recover. While I was healing, I lived in a homeless shelter in San Francisco, and there I discovered my passion for helping women brutalized by war crimes in combat zones, such as the one I had just fought in. Since that time, I have fought for my own recovery in every way: physical, mental, academic, and spiritual. What I want you to know here is that my life experiences have uniquely prepared me to be a confident, competent, and compassionate physician who can feel the pain of those I'm helping while providing them with a path to wholeness. I've spent the last 7 years rebuilding my life, and now, finally, I'm about to begin medical school. I have a goal, a plan, and a very clear path, and now I need your help to get me started. Here are my expenses. I can send you detailed PDFs from MSUCOM if you want, but the first year of tuition will cost me $44,338. This is not including living expenses or books. I have sold my car and used my savings to pay for medical school applications, interviews, and the first tuition deposit. So now the first years of medical school, I will be commuting by bicycle or with these bad boys. As a side, very personal note, I just married an amazingly supportive, kind, incredible man. He's cute, huh? Alex is a police officer, and just 2 weeks after we eloped, he was injured taking down a bad guy. When he can work again, he will help to cover our living expenses, but unfortunately this means that for right now, despite being newlyweds, we will be living apart, me in Michigan and him in Germany. We had been planning big wedding parties this summer, but instead we canceled the wedding parties and are now using that wedding money to fly me to medical school. I mentioned this to ask, please, if you would have wanted to come to our wedding or send a present, could you instead support us by donating here? Personal stuff aside, as a doctor, I intend to make a difference in the world by helping women who wouldn't otherwise have access to medical care. I hope you believe in me and my vision enough to invest in me. Many of you watching this video have done so much to help me already. Every step of my own growth and healing has been guided by the love and support of people like you. Also, you should know that I am tracking the donations given here, and I commit to doubling the amount in gifts of free medical care or medical equipment when I am a doctor. So if you send me $50 for medical school tuition, I'll give $100 in free medical care beyond what I would normally do anyway. Please email me, text me, call me, pray for me, and help me cover the cost of tuition. Help me get through the first year of medical school, and I'll help as many women as I can recover from physical trauma around the world.